rest up. Rest your weary head here, my lovely Octopode boy. And let's see what we get. So, Book of the Dragon. I think we already have most of the stuff we want. Dragon's Call, I guess, could be up there, but eh. What else do we want here? I guess we want Manifold Assault. That's an important one. It's part of our whole menu of destruction here. Dangerous Friends gets on it just for what's it called? Spellforge Servitor, of course. Always great. What kind of scrolls do we have? No Blink, unfortunately. That's what I was hoping for. Do I need more Teleport? Not at the moment, but we'll mark Teleport and Fog as future prospects. There's a Blink scroll. I knew you had it in ya, game. Fantastic. And what can I drop to make room for that lifesaver? The javelins are probably never going to be used. Oh, but the Tropa darts are definitely not going to be used at this stage in the game. So that makes my decision-making process slightly more expedited. But why don't you, my friend, come hang out? Black Mamba shouldn't be too much of an issue here. In fact, if I just step in and irradiate you sons of guns, what are you going to do about it? That's right, nothing. That's what I thought. And all that jazz. Down to 14% with statue form. So she's getting there, she's getting there. Dragon form, on the other hand, still up at, oh, only 38. Holy moly. Do we need 787 stones? I mean, 100%. Not a doubt in my mind. I need each and every one of those stones. I mean, what the heck am I gonna do when all of a sudden the wind picks up here in the dungeon and all my pages start fluttering everywhere? I 100% will be in desperate need of some paperweights in that circumstance. You know, it's all about thinking ahead. That's my 5-head plan for the future here. Either that or new idea, new plan. I start a paperweight business in which we get this, sell stones to people. I bet you never heard that idea before. Nothing even compares to the brilliance that we spout when we're 3 hours in on a stream where I'm already kind of losing my mind before I even get the camera rolling. That's where all the greatest mind comes to fruition. Most brilliant of plans. But let's leave our lovely little warrior friend for the moment here and just keep walking away. Someone does something you don't like, just walk away. This is something that every parent tries to teach their child. Or I would say most parents try to teach their child when they're young. Very much is up in the air whether or not it sticks, but regardless, feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty saucy. Still can't believe we're using a +0 rapier and kind of able to fight things one-on-one as long as we're in statue form. I mean, they should be embarrassed, honestly. Because I have no training, I have no idea what I'm doing, and it just works. Oh, but we can definitely poison our lovely friend here. Similarly, all the water snakes can go get some. Fantastic. And actually, not entangle. We can constrict up to 8 enemies at a time. I think with sword and shield, we can only constrict 6 at a time. But still something that we could potentially think about using to our advantage a bit more. Generally, if it's not popcorn enemies, it's not a good idea by any stretch of the imagination, but I'd love to be proven wrong in that regard. You know what? Let's step into this problem just a smidge. That is much better. Ooh, and Book of Flames with Conjure Flames in it. Thanks, Sif. You're a real one. Kinda want Stormform and Manifold Assault, but I'm not going to get too greedy about it. In your own time, of course, Sif. You are the all-knowing deity of power, of course, so who am I to make assumptions? After all, they do just make an ass out of you and me, of course, as we all are aware. Definitely step in for a bit of irradiation action on those sons of guns. We already have a condenser vein, so we can leave that by the wayside for the time being here. And again, instead of just constantly tapping into stuff, probably should just murder it in the best way we know how. Absolutely dose it with lethal amounts of gamma. Fantastic. That is Snake 2. Looking pretty good, down to 11% on statue form. That's essentially just good enough straight up. But we'll keep training a bit to get Dragon form online as well. Guess you're almost at the cap we set. Let's change that to 16 because I'm very down for this Dragon Endeavor here. And what else do I wish to do? Let's take you upstairs, my friend. Just blast you back off for a little bit. I said back off. You don't seem to have a ranged weapon, so let's end transformation real quick. And don't you look like an idiot now, you dang warrior. Fantastic. What else do we leave behind? The rest of you might be manageable. I have to be in statue form for sure. At the very least here. And should hit the warrior, but it's slightly more efficient to go that route, so here we are. And we're just about at the get the heck out of here level once more. Do have to be careful of the constrictor, of course, so get rid of them, then we step up. Fantastic. Oh, you fool, you should not have spent a turn spitting at me. It's going to be the last mistake you ever make. Fantastic. And then, because we don't want to follow in the same fate of our final mistakes, let's head to a different stairwell and feel good about that. This makes you miss Magma Bolt. Magma Bolt was pretty incredible when you got it running, for sure. Having that ability to bypass fire resistance and have a penetrative shot, absolutely incredible stuff for sure. Good time to be had by all. Okay, Mara, I don't think I want to fight you. We're being honest with ourselves. I mean, 144 health, I can at least chunk through pretty dang quick. You're not a resistant to electricity either, so we could even just try and pop you one now, get a bounce shot, and that's a potential like 100 damage if all goes according to plan. Probably won't hit for quite that, but I mean, we can see what happens. You know what, let's not have any other friends. Oh, Mara, okay, ditched. That's cool too, I guess we weren't that close anyway. And we'll head to a different stairwell instead. Oh, Agnes is here. Also very bad. I don't like that. This buddy hits a lot with that pyroclastic surge, so that's less than ideal. Probably should just leave. But then all of our stairwells are nightmare zones, likes of which you ain't ever seen. I guess this one has the danger of being constricted, so makes it a slightly easier call to put my foot down with. That dragon form really came up quite expeditiously. Expeditiously? I don't know if that's a word, but if not, then it should be, and I'm calling the dictionary people. So, do I keep bashing my face into this snake-shaped wall? Or do we want to take a break from this locale, and we can probably now head to vaults relatively safely? It's still going to be sketchy in its own right, but better than it once was at the very least. We don't have a lot of time left in this evening in general, so I probably want to at least give this a brief moment so as to not follow in the footsteps of some of our previous characters and die in the final few minutes of the run. I do really want to finish off Snake if at all possible, though. Besides Mara and some potentially scary outcomes from the rest of these buddies, Agnes definitely included. Actually, yeah, I kind of forgot about Agnes there for a second. I can't believe that's Snake 3 as well. We're not even in the thick of it yet. And this is what we bring to bear. Let's see. If I head down here, how we doing tonight? Yeah, I'm not feeling good. Wake up in the morning. Can't tell from that brief reference. I did spend a decent chunk of the road trip listening to the inside soundtrack from Bo Burnham. Ooh, spells are a little easier to cast, but a little less powerful. Kind of bad in a lot of ways, but also kind of sick. Like, how much does that affect Ignition? 1%. Okay, never mind. Dragon form dough. That dragon form dough. Now that's a bit more my speed. But let's kind of not get any good bounces off of you. Man, all I want for Christmas is a satisfying bounce shot on this son of a gun. But hey, so be it. We'll instead just lead you on just a wee bit of a gander, as it were. A nice little adventure. Not a lot of time left. Well, time to dive and see what happens. Hell yeah. You nailed it on the head there. That sounds about right for my mentality in general. Okay, friend, one of these lightnings is gonna kill you. That one did okay. Not bad. This one? There we go. But we heard a shout. Wait, who the heck is still alive? Oh my gosh, you chose the wrong corner to turn, my friend. Honestly, just feels bad sometimes. Just absolutely annihilated. Not a moment of recourse to be had. So do I want to potentially try out Dragon form at all? I'd need 5 more spell levels. What can we get rid of? Obviously Sting, not really necessary. Otherwise, we actually kind of use every spell in our book at the moment. IMB a little less so these days, but it's so critically important. So unfortunately, I think we're just gonna have to train some spell casting. See how that goes. We're ways away from the next level up, unfortunately, so we can't rely on that to give us the requisite spell slots that I oh so desire here. You know what? I was gonna play it safe and bring you kids upstairs, but honestly, this works for me too. We'll just kill you the old-fashioned way real quick. Also, I got one other... Did I get another mutation? I guess not. I thought I got something alongside the spellcasting alteration, but hey, guess not. That is all fine and dandy. Let's take our new friends upstairs, or not. That's fine too. We'll just kill you where you stand. Honestly, I guess it's kind of an open policy concept, whatever you so desire. Ooh, I do really want to fight you on your own without your friends around though. Now that works for me. Get the heck out of there while we recover from our week, re-engage statue mode, and just go to town on this salamander. Fantastic. Agnes and Mara still around, still terrifying the ever-living crap out of me. Why, hello there. Speak of the devil. Almost quite literally in this sense. Or in this case, I should say. Hey Buns, been enjoying my YouTube videos, happy to catch you live, and we're happy to have you. I think, did you drop in at one point? Potentially last Sunday? Regardless, from somewhere I recognize your name, but happy that you're with us here today. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Always lovely to catch up with people who haven't had the opportunity to hang out before. I definitely very much enjoy seeing all of you lovely folks and hearing about how things are going. So thank you so much for dropping on by, and I hope that you continue to enjoy the series and life in general, I guess. Oh, hello, myself, my greatest enemy. You can cast Stone Arrow for 3d26? Damn, I'm too strong. Can't do that. Can't afford that. But we can, however, try and get Mara next to us. Just irradiate the crap out of you, my friend. Do I think real Mara is with me? Oh, they were. And they're so close to dead. Okay, 3d22 on your bolt of fire won't kill me. What was your weapon? Demon Whip of Freezing? We don't have the resistance to cold right now, but I don't think it would kill me. Very resistant to fire, not resistant to electricity, I can't help but notice. So is that my best bet? Again, it's the McGlottal situation all over again, where it becomes a question of like, do I just irradiate myself even more, guaranteeing that I get mutated, or something else? You can play DCSS for, and yes, dropped in for a few seconds, nice. You've been playing for about a month and you got your first win with Orb of Zot yesterday? Hey, that's huge. Congratulations. The first win is definitely the largest uphill battle that you'll face. So that's absolutely huge. Always happy to hear the success stories. Then you got splatted on the next run by Orbs of Destruction, which you learned to respect. Oh, for sure. I mean, as much as any other guy, I'm always tempted to sit there and use a reflection brand to send an Orb of Destruction back at an enemy. But all it takes is that one bad orb to smash into you, because what is it? It's like 98 or something absurd like that. So you're dealing with high base damage, huge potentiality on the top. Oh boy, oh boy. But nice, I hope you continue to enjoy the game. And again, huge congratulations on the first win. That is always fantastic. And deserve commendation for that. Commendation? That's like commending someone, right? I feel like that might be a real word, and I'm not just making things up this time around, but honestly, who the heck can tell these days? I kind of just fly by the seat of my pants, as it were. But absolutely fantastic. You'll have to move on to some of the other playstyles now that you've gotten your feet wet with the Minotaur Berserker. I know I'm definitely hugely into spellcasters, and I absolutely adore the crap out of them. So always excited to hear about what new players think when they start branching off from the kind of the classics, as it were, which are classics for a reason, because Minotaur Berserker also pretty dang fun. And at the end of the day, that's what I value most in the majority of games. Seeing as how we're generally playing them to, have fun, I feel like it's a pretty good indication that you're doing something right if you're having a good time. Now try to bounce an Orb of Destruction off of somebody else's Orb of Destruction and time the explosion to get the kill. Hopefully there's not yours. Ooh, is that a challenge? There's a lot of spells to learn, still a lot to learn, for sure. I feel like even with all the time that I've been playing the game, I still fall under the category of having just so much to learn. So I can definitely commiserate with you there and feel it out. But I'm sure you'll get the hang of it eventually. Generally, experience is kind of the be-all end-all of getting the hang of it. And getting the first win means that the first win means that you're already a lot further in your journey than I was, especially at the same playtime as you. Because if you've only been playing for about a month, that's so much better than me growing up when I first found the game. And, to give myself maybe just the slightest amount of credit, I was a dumb teenager. So there's that, but that's also probably no excuse, because I'm sure there are tons of teenagers that are absolutely cracked at the game. But you gotta give me this one excuse, that's all I have. Mostly just kidding. You, of course, do not have to hand it to me. And we did get Berserk Titus at some point there, probably when we were fighting Mara and contaminated ourselves to oblivion and back. So let us chug a mutation potion and see what happens. We lose the ability to read scrolls when taking damage. Well, that's not bad. 9th, you did get your first win while you were teen. Yeah, see, I knew that definitely a lot of you out there, especially someone like you, 9th, you have a very good track record with the game in general. I feel like you're much more consistent in your ability to successfully get through. And hello to you as well. How's the tournament treating you so far? I'm guessing you've gotten a little bit of playtime in. You're usually pretty hip and with it when these tournaments pop up. Also though, mutation potion, absolutely cracked. Incredible. That is the goat of mutations there. We got strong willpower, we got resistant to further mutation, and the clumsy. I don't care about losing 2 dex. Strong, I don't really care about gaining 2 strength, but we are probably going to be using unarmed dragon form, so it helps. 3 losses. Ice Elementalist feels bad, and strength characters feel bad. It's all about those dex builds now. You already knew that. Tomorrow you're going to grind some dex melee dudes. Nice. Buttons. Also, the last 2 times you've been malmuted, you gotten good ones. RNG is going to have some payback waiting for you later, you fear. Oh yeah, it's always the swing back and forth for sure. But I wish you the best there. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite you too much. That's why anytime I get lucky in the first few floors of the dungeon, you find that like incredible artifact weapon immediately, you just know that it's a precursor to everything going tits up down the road. Yeah, no, I'm very excited to try out a lot of the dex builds for sure. I've always wanted dex builds to actually work and been so sad that they just haven't really historically. Usually you're relying too much on evasion, so all it takes is 1 bad hit and all of a sudden your poor kobold berserker is dead. But I'm super excited to fool around a bit with the full dex build, so at least you can go full glass cannon instead of just like, well, I hope they don't hit me and I can't do much in terms of damage. Seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Tax of opportunities and everything, which again will probably be an issue for a while, but then we'll hopefully gain a bit of a hang of, can't talk at all, a hang of or a handle over. I think that's what my brain was trying to throw into the mix there. But okie dokie, I definitely need to drop some trash here. I already made the promise that we weren't dropping our stones, so even though that's probably the right move to make, I will hold on to my needless pride for no reason whatsoever except my own detriment. And instead, let's get rid of the javelin, shall we? Resistance potion is fantastic. You get enough strength to wear some mid-tier armor like fire skills, so you like to cap it at Storm of Shadow or Chainmail, but the rest goes to Dex. Very cool. Yeah, I am excited to say the least. It's okay. All you kids are immune to fire and flames here. Let's bring you all back on a nice little hike. I mean, you can't make up stuff like that when they all just line up. Just so. What are you? +3 glaive? You gotta bring better than that to the table, my friend. I hate to admit it. Let's just constrict the heck out of you as well. These Kidley Wings can come on a wee bit of a venture as well. Ooh, losing statue form at an inopportune moment. Probably not the best move. And usually you end up with pretty exquisite defenses. Yeah, definitely at some point this week, we're going to be getting into the saddle in terms of some tournament play and seeing how it all goes down. So we'll get to try that out all firsthand. Probably, I don't know, I can't decide if I want to go straight into a Dex build or Meteorin, or I guess I could do both and just play a Meteorin Dex build. There is a lot to fool around with and explore, to say the least, so I'm looking forward to it. Hello, my friends. Come one, come all. Fantastic. So yeah, getting statue form up and running very much changed the entire kind of feel and moveset of this full run. We were playing so cautiously and slowly, constantly back in between different areas and need to be careful before and now, we can kind of just blitz our way through. Flip side of that is that I need to make sure Hubris doesn't rear its ugly head and we don't do anything too stupid. But, you know, that aside, feeling pretty fantastic. And we have a lot of plans for the future here. In fact, Transmutations is still looking pretty good. So Dragon Form down to 9% is pretty much where I want it. So let's change Transmutations to 15 for now. We might up it when we're actually trying to use it a bit more consistently down the road. But for now, I'm pretty happy with a 9%. And let's see, where are we sitting for time? Do I dare? One more floor? I think I do dare. So let's try it out, shall we? Hopefully we don't do anything we regret too much. A little bit of regret, not the end of the world. Speaking of regret, let's always make sure that we have our statue form up. Oh, what a way to go. I can't get overconfident until we get Dragon Form up, and then we max unarmed and die in a glorious OTAB spam. Oh, you know me so well. I'm looking forward to it. But okay, let's bring out an Ice Blast and just smash that into these sons of guns real quick like. What else can I do? I want the Anaconda and the Salamander Tyrant in blast range here. Fantastic. Unfortunately, these polearm users are being a little bit more of a pain in the rear in that regard, but hey, still get there eventually. And again, as you were mentioned, that's exactly the kind of situation we're attempting to avoid here, is the overconfidence to the extreme. But of course, we never didn't have it. Knew exactly what we were doing, fully calculated, taking the hits without statue form at all. Honestly, you just lull the salamanders into a false sense of security. That's what it's all about. It's all about mental warfare with the unthinking AI. It's just the most brilliant of stratagems. I wouldn't expect the average gamer to comprehend the forehead levels of genius that we employ over the course of our runs here. At least that's what I tell myself. But let's see, we also, I think, probably gained a level. We're at 5 spell levels. And yes, we did indeed gain a level very recently, indeed. So with some more spellcasting, by next level regardless, we'll have Dragon Form available in terms of points. I do need a decent amount of spell points because I also will want to learn Manifold Assault whenever that rears its head here. So, definitely something to keep in mind. Otherwise, let's maybe go back to Fire Magic and try and get Ignition online in the back end. Oh, please surround me. You know what, that's good enough. Yeah, I'll take that. You did your best. And otherwise not too shabby. Mere mortal minds cannot comprehend the genius of Torinski, which is why you see me make mistakes. I myself am mortal. I don't even understand my own genius. That is too true. I am tagged in this picture and I do not like it. I feel like I am incapable of comprehending my own mind, not for the genius reasons that I so often joke about, but more so because it is truly unfathomable what the heck goes on behind these empty eyes. I don't think science has reached that level yet where one could possibly comprehend the mixture of intelligence and idiocy that I bring to the table at any given opportunity. We do our best. Okie dokie, kids, what do I wish to do with you? Mostly just have to wait for them to present themselves in a perfect irradiate scenario, like so.